Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you here today. First of all, my name is Scott Gurney. If you don't know me, I'm the guy that's on the mic on the broadcast, and wow, what a treat. I got a great seat for every game. First of all, I'd like to say just how honored I am to be here today to do this, and how blessed I am to be a part of the Cowley family and to be a part of the Cowley Sports Network. Thank you, Tiger Nation, for all your support from the bottom of my heart. We're here today to recognize a crowning achievement in Cowley's sports history and these student athletes' lives. And we mark it with a ring, but not just any ring, an undefeated national championship ring. Absolutely. And first of all, there's a very special group of people here today that I would like to recognize first. Parents, grandparents, foster parents, would you please stand up? Please. Grandmas and grandpas, thank you so much for all that you've done in these young ladies' lives. I'd also like to recognize any administration, faculty, or staff that is here today. Would you please stand and to be recognized? Any board trustees here today? Please. Thank you so much for being here today. We thank you. First of all, I'd like to recognize Cowley Athletic Director, Mr. Jeff Flutie, and invite him to speak.
Thank you very much. Just like Mr. Gurney said, welcome to everybody. Love it that you're here to celebrate these young ladies and this great team that we had today. And this year, it's been a wonderful experience. I thoroughly enjoy celebrating and commemorating our teams here at Cowley. I'm so proud. I've been this way for quite several years, and it's not going to change. I know we're going to have more of these in the future, but this one right here is pretty special. But welcome to everybody. I'm enjoying this. It's fun. I hope the ladies are as well. You deserve this. Congratulations. Truly an achievement of competitive excellence, no doubt about it. That will be with you for a lifetime. This is something that will be in your heart and your mind forever. This day is important, so soak it up, enjoy it. Forever a Cowley Tiger, forever the Cowley way, for sure. These rings that you're receiving today, they symbolize this achievement of competitive excellence at the national level. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. It takes some hard work. Here we are in Middle America, not the biggest community college, but we're the strongest. And we certainly have our approach to things that is different than anybody else in the country, and it really points toward our success. And so our ladies have showed that all year. Coach Grimm and Coach Lana have demonstrated that as well. And I would just like to make everybody give a really loud applause for that effort that they've given us. We're definitely at home now. Yes, we are. So what we're doing today is yet another example of something else I like to call, which is the pride of success. Yes, competitive excellence, but it's also the pride of success. I don't think we should be bashful about demonstrating and showing how proud we are of the successes we have, and really sticking our chest out and say, hey, look at us. We are Cowley. Today is one of those days as well. I love doing that. It makes me so happy.
From Cowley,
we have here to do the same. Ladies, I really want you to enjoy this moment, soak it in, as we commemorate you, the 2023 NJCAA Division II Volleyball National Champions, your Cowley Lady Tigers. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Tiger.
I'd like to invite President Michelle Shulman. Please join us.
Sorry, Jeff's a little taller than me. So first of all, definitely congratulations. It was an honor to get to watch the team in that national tournament. It was my first experience, and they won it. It was just awesome. I can't even hardly explain how I felt. Proud, It was just really awesome. So I think about this as kind of like a perfect storm. If you ever saw the movie The Perfect Storm, there was these three fronts that came together and created this rare event. So, made a movie. Of course, people die at the end. That's not this story, let me tell you. So this perfect storm is a rare event, and I think this is the perfect storm of the pinnacle of college athletics. So you have coaches that worked hard, did their research, recruited top talented players, prepared them well, players that practiced hard every day, played hard at all the matches, and then the fans that cheered loud and gave it all they had. And so those three things come together to create this perfect storm, a rare event, the pinnacle of success for any team. Congratulations.
Just like to do a kind of a quick recap of kind of how the 2023 season went. And Steve and I are numbers guys, so here they come. Not all of them, because he provided 21 sheets worth of information for me, and I had to narrow that down. 41-0, first undefeated championship season in Cowley history. 123-5 record in sets played, a Cowley record. Only 5 lost sets all season. Undefeated season is only the second in NJCAA Division II history. Parkland did it back in 2015. 7 All-American selections on the NJCAA, AVCA, and VolleyballMag.com. 5 All-District selections, 5 All-Conference selections, had the #1 offense in the NJCAA, the 2024 NJCAA Division II champion. Cowley has won 3 national championships in volleyball, 2011, 2013, and now 2023. The third most in NJCAA Division II history, behind Kishwaukee College and with 5, and Parkland College has 4. Look out, Parkland. Cowley has been to the national tournament 15 times, the third most in NJCAA history. Cowley College volleyball team was on a mission after finishing 6th place in the national tournament in 2022. The Tigers only returned 3 prominent players and bringing in 11 key freshmen. For a competitive season in the Jayhawk Conference and the NJCAA. In the 23 campaign, the team posted their 44th 20-plus win season, their 6th 40-plus win season, their 23rd straight winning season, continuing their streak of successful seasons. The Cowley Lady Tigers finished the season as the NJCAA Division II national champion, 41-0, 10-0 in conference play. The team also won the Plains A District Championship, won the KJCCC Division II Conference Championship, and was #1 nationally ranked. The team's national championships is the 3rd in program history and is 3rd in most in the NJCAA Division II history. Kind of a summation of how the national championship tournament went, just in case you don't know. In the first round, the NJCAA tournament, the Tigers, as the #1 seed, hosted the #17 seed, North Dakota State, and took a 3-0 victory, 25-20, 25-21, and 25-17. I'm sure you remember them all. Round 2, the next day, tough #8 seeded Illinois Central, who had defeated the defending national championship Richard Bland the day before. Once again, the Lady Tigers used their fast-paced offensive attack and balanced and strong serving to take it 3-0, 25-21, 25-21, and 25-11. Round 3 of the tournament was the next day. Paired the Cowley Tigers with the Cinderella team of the tournament, the #12 Pensacola State. Pensacola State had upset the #5 seeded Iowa Central and the #4 seeded Johnson County. Aww. To set up a match against the Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers dominated set 1 and 2 and finally captured set #3, 32-30. That's something else. This one took the Lady Tigers back to the national championship match for the second time in 3 years. Day 4 meant championship day for the Lady Tigers. It paired the number 1 seed and the undefeated Cowley Lady Tigers against the number 2 seeded and undefeated Scottsdale Fighting Artichokes. Like the Johnson County match earlier in the season, the Lady Tigers took advantage of their 5-set quarterfinal loss in the national tournament to Scottsdale in 2022 to win their 3rd national championship in school history. Cowley took set number 1, 25-9. Fighting Artichokes bounced back to take set number 2, 25-23. The Tigers won set 3, 25-18. Now just 1 set away from a national championship. Scottsdale had other ideas. They took set 4, 25-18. Set 5 would see the Tigers and the Artichokes tied at 16 apiece. And this is how it would end.
Rattled in this match, but they came out in the 5th and lit it on fire.
Davis dumps. Overpass from Kavish. Porter just gives it to Davis. Here's Gloria from the left, dug by Kavish. Papa will go to Bonomi. Blocked. Porter. Is that the spark the Fighting Artichokes need, as Rosado is going to come in for number 12, Push Cash.
And does that bring LeSueur back to the front?
It does.
So they should get some hits out of her, too, in the front line. Still doesn't have Dressel in yet, but at least you get LeSueur, who's
Sophomore, beg your pardon, the freshman from Mesa, Arizona, with the last 2. And this is the rotation for Scottsdale. Quiche and Push Cash, the top 2 kill leaders in this match, not just for Cowley, in the match, are on the bench. Bonomi got it down.
a big one.
In comes Quiche.
That's what I was going to say, because
Yes.
it brought Anna Quiche back in for the Cowley Tigers.
And Bonomi will serve. So Scottsdale was only able to get a point out of that. One of only 2 players on this roster from the Sunflower State is trying to make her mark to help this team bring the first place hardware back to Kansas. This one won't get returned. LeSueur.
There's got to be a run here for the Artichokes, though. 4, you're down 4. Your opponent only needs 4 to win a national championship. It has to be a run right now. Dressel up front with LeSueur. I like the rotation. This has got to be the opportunity for Coach Mannix's group.
Anderson serves. Papa. She'll go to Luna. Off the block. Dressel keeps it up. Davis for LeSueur. That's down. Was there a net violation? No. See that net bobbing up and down? I was wondering if there would be a call one way or the other.
I was thinking the same thing.
I wasn't sure if it was on LeSueur's swing or if it was on the defense. The lead's down to 3 for Cowley. Quiche through the block, stays up for Duran. Dressel.
That's it.
2.
Got to go back to the middle.
Timeout, Stephen Grimm. The Fighting Artichokes aren't done yet. McKenna Dressel with just her 4th kill, but it seems like she's been so much more involved than even that, doesn't it, Joel?
Yeah, it does. I mean, she's had her fingerprints on some blocks. I thought she was going to get the one, looked like an overpass up to the net, and Papa had saved it, but I thought for sure that was going to come over to Dressel, and she was going to take that too. But that's what Scottsdale needed. You had to make sure that somebody put a hand on this set. I talked about it for set 2. I talked about it for set 4. I don't even know where you'd go with set 4 for Scottsdale. Dressel was definitely the magnifier for Scottsdale in set 2. Set 4 was really just about the back row and getting to everything and making sure that
got going a little
and
bit too.
LeSueur. I shouldn't discredit what she was able to accomplish too, but what a national championship here in Division 2. Everything you could hope for and then some, plus we played free volleyball. 5 sets. Got some extra sets in there.
Papa for Quiche out of the break. Through that block, stayed up for Duran. Dressel again. It's down to 1.
Passing, though, Dwayne, you go back to the pass and how smooth it has been for Scottsdale to get the ball back up to Dressel to feed your middle. You have to have the good passes, and credit Davis, too, because she's eyeballing number 11.
Papa goes to Quiche. Blocked but out. Side out for Cowley. They're 3 away from a title. That was a 4-0 run for the Fighting Artichokes. If you're just joining us, we're in the 5th. Cowley took the first and third. Scottsdale the second and fourth. Dressel on the slide. Through the block, stays up for Rosado. Quiche. That is going to be dug behind the block. Dressel had to double jump here. And this is not going to get over the net from Chironi. Back to 1.
You said if you're just joining us and we're in the 5th, can you alliterate about the set 1 score? 25-9. 25-9, Cowley. And we're in the 5th now.
And we're in the 5th. Papa. Quiche, block back. Papa off to, they did not communicate it. Kabish perhaps heard a word from Rosado, and we are tied. How about first to 3? For a national championship.
And to have just a little miscommunication like that happening right at this moment for Cowley. Unbelievable.
Davis. Papa will set it for Quiche. Out.
Well, you knew where it was going.
Absolutely. In comes Push Cash. Now they have options.
When Cowley needs something, they're going to go to Quiche. It's going to go over to number 13.
She's at 998 career kills. Papa's serve. An ace sets up championship point from the program leader in ace serves, and Regina Mannix is going to make her think about it. Imagine what's going through Rosario back to this moment where she had them as a freshman and lost in 4 sets against an incredible Parkland Cobra team. And now she's got the opportunity herself from behind the service line to clinch the first championship since 2013 for this program. You want to talk pressure?
And you want to talk about relief if this thing gets in, because I'm sure there'll be a huge relief off of the young lady's shoulders. I mean, it's a credit to her and the dedication that she has worked so hard to come back from that injury, worked hard. Coach Grimm talked about it and saying how much Coach Milner helped her become even more of a coach off of the court, now on the court too, and becoming a better setter because she had that extra year. No idea where she's going next, but I got to believe she'll be playing at the next level.
Best setter I've ever coached is what Stephen Grimm said about number 10 in orange. Regina Mannix has taken every second of this timeout as she should.
I kind of like that. I was just going to mention how Scottsdale not breaking it until the whistle blew, and I like that. Make everybody think a little bit longer before this thing gets played.
For a championship. Davis for LeSueur. Overhead dig Papa. Kabish will set. Push Cash wide. Match point number 1 gone. Championship point number 2.
Gaxiola with a really nice pass off of that too.
Belongs to Macy LeSueur. Papa for Quiche. Davis overpass. Papa. Quiche. Overhead dig. What a play on the back row by LeSueur. Roll shot dug by Kabish. Push Cash dug by Gaxiola. Dressel dumps it. Kabish. Papa for Quiche off that block. Gaxiola will set it right side for Holtorf. Kabish back in the net. We are tied at 14, just where Scottsdale was a year ago.
Unbelievable work on the back end by the Scottsdale Fighting Artichokes. Never giving up and getting some excellent passes just like they needed to. I mean, it's clutch play after clutch play after clutch play. And how about this for Coach Mannix? Boy, I wish we could get the zoom out on that, because now Coach Mannix is talking to just a single player. I can't tell who that is.
Davis.
Can you? Is that Davis? Okay, yeah.
Her freshman
she's
setter.
talking to her setter.
Here you go, Joel. Scottsdale, 102 digs. Cowley, 101. 203 combined digs.
They're still a 97 short of Heartland and Illinois Central in their district final.
And 119 kills. Wow.
Can you imagine another 100 digs in a match?
No, I could not. I could not.
That just blows my mind. We've been talking about how good this defense has been, and then you're like, oh, just another 100 more. What?
Got to win by 2. Number 2, LeSueur will serve. Papa. This one off the block and down from Pushkash. Another match point. 3rd championship point for the Cowley Tigers as Pushkash has 21 kills. And it will be Keach to serve. You know she does not want to go off the floor without a first place trophy, but she would have to if Scottsdale can extend this. Davis for Holtorf. Papa back near the net. She will have to exit as Holtorf
Coach Grimm couldn't
picks up
look.
her 18th.
Coach Grimm was not even looking at that play. When that serve came up, Coach Grimm just had his head down and was not looking at the floor. I couldn't believe it.
Keish goes out with 999 career kills. 15 all. Cowley has had 3 championship points erased by the Scottsdale Fighting Artichokes, who lost 16-14 in the last set a year ago to Richard Bland here in Cedar Rapids. Holtorf, blocked back, kept alive by Porter. Davis, a push over to Papa. Kabish will set for Pushkash, blocked by Porter. Championship point, and Scottsdale do what Cowley could not. Win a championship. Papa for Pushkash, off the block. Over to Holtorf, scramble drills. LeSueur with a roll shot. Keish and Pushkash out.
Correct. Yep, you are for Cowley. They still have Pushkash out there right now.
Yes, she is. But no, Tironi is going to serve. Davis, blocked back. There she was. Bonomi and Luna up front. Championship point number 4 for the Cowley Tigers. They're going to review this. Regina Mannix is going to review that last play for a net violation on Cowley.
That was a fantastic pass, too, coming out of that serve for Scottsdale. I mean, they had every option they could look for in that. I think they were trying to deceive Cowley a little bit, and they were not fooled up front. Now it's all about, did Cowley hit the net?
Here we see now, Joel, this conversation that Mannix was having with her setter again, Taryn Davis.
Right.
Now it's with the whole team. Stephen Green just talking with his starters. I think that's all they're allowed to do, right? During an official's review, they can't have the whole team.
Coach Grimm can only talk to his, and Mannix can only talk to hers. They can't pull everybody in. The assistant coaches could come over, obviously, too. But, yeah, you can't treat it like a full timeout, but you can kind of huddle up those that are out on the floor.
How crucial is this review?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, it is.
Changed championship points. It's concluded. We'll see what our R2 reports. Point Cowley.
I was going to say, I bet it's not overturned. I was going to guess that it would not be overturned. It's so difficult to make that.
Officials requested that we do not show officials' reviews on our broadcasts. That would be the reasoning. Chironi for a championship. Championship point number 4 for Cowley. Luna, roll shot here, dug by Gaxiola. Middle for Porter, in the net, and Cowley has done it. The perfect season, 41-0, bookmarked by 15-match winning streaks to start and to end in Cedar Rapids. For the first time since 2013, the team from Arkansas City, Kansas, is taking the first place trophy back to Cowley County Community College. What a match. In 5 sets, the Tigers take it. 25-9, 23-25, 25-18, 18-25, 18-16. And the Scottsdale Fighting Artichokes suffer their first loss of the 2023 campaign in similar fashion as they ended their 2022 season, losing in extra time in the 5th set. Wow, is all I can say. As we get ready for the awards presentation and the announcement of the all-tournament team, which in this championship match, as the Tigers continue to celebrate. Cowley hit 192, a season low. Their first match under 220 this year. 66 kills, 24 attack errors on 219 attempts. They added 12 ace serves, had 8 service errors, 102 digs, and 7 blocks. Individually, led by the 22 kills of Sarah Pushkash, who hit 293 in this championship match. Had 2 ace serves and 5 digs as well. Anna Keish had 20 kills and had to watch her team clinch a title from the sideline and will finish her Cowley career with 999 career kills. Laura Bonomi, 15 kills. Valerie Luna had 3 kills and 6 crucial blocks. Rosanna Papa, 52 assists, giving her 168 here at this championship and finishing her Cowley career with 3,074. Lou Chironi had 3 kills and 3 ace serves. Sadie Kabish, 36 digs from the Cowley libero. Truly a team effort in this one. As for Scottsdale, the Fighting Artichokes hit 162. Had 56 kills, 24 errors on 197 attempts, as we're ready for our awards presentation.
And now, volleyball fans, I present to you your 2023 NJCAA Division II Volleyball National Champions, the Tigers from Cowley Community College.
There you have it. The Cowley Tigers hoist the hardware in Cedar Rapids. First national championship for the team from Arkansas City, Kansas since 2013. They complete a perfect 41-0 record.
Wow. I don't know how many of you were like me, but I was on the edge of my seat and I knew how it was going to end. I'd like to recognize Coach Steve Grimm. Steve, please come to the podium. Talk about this.
I'm a little taller than Scott. So it's fun to relive that. You know, I get goosebumps just watching it. I've watched it over 40 times, I think. It's one of those things of knowing that this team is such a special team. I enjoyed coming to work every day with these guys. They work so hard, and it was one of those things where you just knew you had something special from the first day. They had a motto which was with each other, for each other, and they lived that every day. They had one goal, and that was to win a championship. However, as we preach in our mental training, they wanted to focus on the process of getting better each day and following our standards to reach that goal. By focusing on the process, they stayed in the present. They didn't worry about what was going on next week. They didn't worry about the championship. They just focused on what's going on right now. And so they did so in a dominant fashion by being undefeated. That's unheard of. That's almost like a video game. To play the talented teams that we played during the season and in the championship and go undefeated and only lose 5 sets. These players have been anxiously waiting for 140 days until today. So we have not allowed them to look at the rings. It's almost like Christmas. We said you can't see them until Christmas Day. And I know they're excited to see them, and we're excited to present it to them. So all right, ladies, no more waiting. It's go time.
Coach Grimm's going to be presenting the rings, and first, we're going to go with the administration and staff first. President, Dr. Michelle Schoen, would you please come forward? We're going to save the best for last, okay? Athletic Director Jeff Flutie. Assistant Athletic Director Allie Nittler. Assistant Athletic Director of Academics and Compliance Stephanie Edwards could not be here with us today, so we will get her program. Assistant Athletic Director of Media and Sports Information, Rama Peru. Head Athletic Trainer, Blake Smith. Student Athletic Trainer, Jenna Ficken. Bus driver, Tom McLaughlin. We should be giving this ring to Donna. We should be. She had to put up with it. Bus driver Larry Sousick. Everybody wait for that too. I don't think you can say enough about these bus drivers. Get them there and back safely every time. And for those of you that struggle to drive at night, tend to nod off. You know what a chore it is. Volunteer Assistant Jerry Campbell. Now the student assistants and players. Riley Duvall. Riley was a great help to the program through stats, helping with drills, washing clothes on the road, trips, and other great needs of our program. Lauren Reese. Lauren, like Riley, was a great help to the program, keeping those stats, helping with drills, washing those clothes on the road trips, and great needs as well in the program. And I'd like to remind you not to open that ring box until I say go. And now the players. Laura Bunomi. Laura is an inside hitter from Tito, Italy, who had an outstanding freshman season and was one of the nation's top hitters and back row players. She is a gamer who is super competitive and hates to lose. When the team was in a bind, you could count on Laura to come up with a big play to make things go the right way. She was named the NJCAA First Team All-American, AVCA First Team All-American, VolleyballMag.com All-American, VolleyballMag.com Player of the Year, NJCAA National Tournament Team, KJCCC Freshman of the Year, and First Team All-District and All-Conference. Congratulations. Miss Lucrezia Terone. There was a middle hitter from Pescara, Italy, who is one of our 3 strong middles who came on strong in the second half of the season, starting with a solid match against Johnson County. She provided the team a strong offensive presence in the middle and solid block and serve. Thank you, Lou. Miss Sadie Lewis. Sadie is a setter from Centennial, Colorado, that provided the team with a solid setter who could run our fast-paced offense and has an amazing hustle on the court. An injury shortened her season, but she bounced back well for the program at the right time. Miss Sadie Lewis. Valerie Luna. Valerie's a middle hitter from Great Bend, Arkansas. Thrived in the Cowley system, become one of the top middles in the conference. Her athletic ability allowed her not only provide a solid attack, but also get crucial blocks at key times for our defense. She was named a second team All-District and second team All-Conference. Valerie Luna. Miss Kara Martin. Kara is a defensive specialist outside here from Hot Springs, Arkansas. It really gave our team a solid utility player that could stick on the court at any time to provide the team with a solid pass, defensive play, or whatever the team needs. Thank you. Miss Noemi Nash. Noemi is a middle hitter from Seger, Hungary, who was one of the team's 3 middles that provided solid production all season long. She provided a solid block on her defense, solid serve, and was part of the team's strong defense. Noemi Nash. Next up, Shara Pushkash. Shara is an opposite hitter from Budapest, Hungary, who had a stellar freshman season as one of the top opposites in the nation. She chose the right time to have a career match with 22 kills in the national championship match. Sarah was named first team All-District and first team All-Conference this season. Ms. Shara Pushkash. Next, Ale Rosado. provided the team with a solid pass and defense in the back row, also served as secondary setter for the team to allow the offense to run smoothly out of system. Cowley. Next up, Micah Schultz. He's an outside hitter, opposite hitter from Ulysses, Kansas, who provided the team with much depth on the roster at the wing position. Her ability to play multiple positions on the front row, as well as the ability to play back row, allowed the program the depth it needed for a long season of key situations. Micah Schultz. Next up, Cowley Trink. Cowley is a special teams player from Centennial, Colorado, who, like Kara Martin, provided the team with a player who could do a variety of things on the court and play a variety of positions. She was an invaluable part of the program with her ability to play solid defense and provide a solid serve in the back row, as well as hit from front row and back row to give the team numerous weapons on both sides of the ball. Miss Cowley. Next up, Anna. Anna is an outside hitter for Sikasfeld, Hungary, who was an offensive force for the program in her 2 years at Cowley. She provided the team with an offensive weapon that teams could rely on in a pinch. Her ability to hit a variety of set and hit a variety of shots made her one of the top hitters in the nation. Anna finished her career with as just the fourth player in Cowley history to reach 1,000 career kills. Play-by-play guy had it wrong. She was named the NJCAA Second Team All-American, VolleyballMag.com All-American, NJCAA National Tournament All-Tournament Team, and First Team All-Conference. Anna's continuing her career in the NCAA Division I Bradley University. Miss Anna Kish. Sadie Kavish. Sadie was a graduate from Henrietta, Texas. She was the defensive anchor for the program and team captain. She provided the team with leadership on and off the court that allowed the program to play at a high level. On defense, she single-handedly shut down teams during the season with her incredible ball control and reading abilities. Sadie was selected First Team All-District, First Team All-Conference, and was selected the KJCCC Libero of the Year. Sadie's continuing her playing career at NCAA Division II Southern Arkansas University. Miss Sadie Kavish. And there's one. Hosanna Hoff. Hosanna is a setter from Brescia, Italy, who is the offensive leader for the program, team captain. Words cannot describe the impact she has on the program. The ability she had to run the Cowley offense made the program one of the top offenses in the nation. The top offensive program in the nation. During her tenure, in 2001, she led the team to a record of 41-1 and national runner-up finish. A serious injury forced her to redshirt in 2022, but still helped the program as a student assistant. In 2023, after a hard rehab, she came back to lead the team to a 41-0 record and a national championship. In her career, she only lost one match and only lost 11 sets. Rosanna was an inspiration to the team, and her teammates followed her to the championship. She finished her career with 3,075 career assists, second all-time, 180 service aces, first all-time. She has numerous awards and honors, but in 2023 alone, she was named the NJCAA Division II Player NJCAA National Tournament, Player of the Tournament, KJ Triple C, Most Valuable Player, KJCCC Setter of the Year, NJCAA First Team All-American, AVCA First Team All-American, First Team All-District, First Team All-Conference. She is continuing her career in the NCAA Division I Missouri State University and is a teammate with her former Cowley teammate, Eva Oacheva. Now the coaching staff for the Tigers, Miss Lena Da Silva Miller. National championships. She won a national championship in 2013 and almost to the day, 10 years ago, receiving her championship ring as a player. Today she receives her championship ring as a coach. She is the only person in Cowley history to win a national championship as a player and as a coach. She not only has served well as a leader on and off the court, but she has made a huge impact on the program with her work with the setters of the program and the team defense. The championship match was a game of defense, and her work with the team paid off in that match. She was named the AVCA Assistant Coach of the Year for her hard work this season. Miss Lena Da Silva. Last but not least, Coach Steve Graham earned his first national championship in his career with numerous runner-up finishes prior to this. In his 8-year career at Cowley, his coaching record is 267 wins and only 46 losses. His 266 wins is third in Cowley volleyball record history, and he has led the program to 4 40-win seasons out of the program's total of 6 40-win seasons. A national runner-up finish, and now a national championship. In 2023, he led the program to another 40-win season, was named NJCAA Division II Coach of the Year, the NJCAA National Tournament Coach of the Tournament, the VolleyballMag.com Coach of the Year, the KJCCC Coach of the Year, the AVCA Middle East Coach of the Year, and the Plains A District Coach of the Year. For all of his hard work, Coach Steve Graham. Ladies and gentlemen, we celebrate victory today. The victory that this team has dedicated their blood, their time, their sweat, their tears to attain. They knew that victory was not guaranteed to them. It was not going to be given to them. You see, victory is something you take out, is not something you take out a loan for and then take it home and play with it. Victory is paid for in advance. Tigers, we thank you for your dedication, your passion, your sacrifice, and your drive to be champions. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 NJCAA Volleyball National Champions. Congratulations. And on the count of 3, open your rings. 1, 2, 3. Moms and dads, feel free to come up front and take your pictures.